Hi all, Hal here with more Empyrion. And as you can see, I have done a little bit of reworking on the base. We've got a bit of things out and about now. We've gone ahead and added in the second crop area, which is going to be the extent of what we're doing for crops on this base build at least. I've gone ahead and removed the ramp or the extended patio area out here. This originally was our HV landing area. I've increased the size of our HV dock port, and I'll show you what I've done over there here shortly. And then obviously you have your hydrogen and oxygen, as well as our water system. Now, there have been some changes, and I mean some serious changes to the game. Okay, so let's go. We'll start with the simple stuff first. We'll come out here so you can get a little bit better view of it. So if you remember, the mining tool has been basically, they cleaned up a lot of the skins on the tools and weapons. So this is the tier 2 drill, the tier 1 pistol, which is, you know, basically they cleaned up the lines, made it a little less blocky. Looks much better. I'm liking the new model. The assault rifle, again, they more or less just kind of cleaned it up, slimmed it down a little bit. The targeting reticle, I think I have to go back and check. I'm not sure if they made changes to this or not. It seems like they did. The sniper rifle now looks more like a bullpup. Let's see what this thing looks like in third person. I'm kind of curious. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. It looks more like an assault rifle than a sniper. But again, they did change the character, the weapon model, so I'm not going to complain too much. It actually looks really good. I do like it. The crosshair obviously is mostly the same. I think there may have been some minor tweaking to it, but I don't use it enough to know for sure. And then obviously the tier 1 multi-tool, again, they basically solidified the model. So you don't have the little floating bits. It used to be that you'd be running around and you would see pieces of it kind of lagging behind. So that has been addressed. They actually fixed that earlier in the Alpha 4 series. But again, it does look good. Now, I haven't made the shotgun or any of the other rifles to check to see what they're looking like, or any of the tier 2 weapons. However, one of the things... Oh, wait a second. No, okay, they didn't change that. So one of the things that they have added, and I don't know if I have it yet or not. Let's take a look. So we have the new minigun. Well, it's the old minigun, but you know, it's the... It looks like, I think they changed the model on that a little bit as well. So we have the plasma cannon, we have the tier 2 sniper, the laser rifle, and the rocket launcher. Now, we have... Let's go ahead. Do I have the... Oh, I'm missing 1 point? Really? Well, crud. I'm going to have to go get a level so I can show you this thing. They've added new ammo for the rocket launchers. There's now basically tracking missiles, like homing missiles, for both the tier 1 and tier 2 rocket launcher, and I'm kind of wanting to play with those a little bit. So I'm going to have to go grab a level, come back and take a quick look, see what we've got. Actually, let's go in here really quick. And as you can see, I am making parts, and the parts that I'm making are for a new hover vehicle. So one of the things that they've done is that they have rebalanced the engines for both the SVs and HVs. Let's get into the HVs really quick. So if you remember previously, I was complaining about the fact that the thruster S's, right, the small thrusters, really had no reason to ever upgrade to the medium thrusters on an HV, because of the fact that these were, you know, effectively twice the everything of the small thrusters. Well, what they've done is they've actually changed this. So now the small thrusters are 40 kilonewtons, the medium thrusters are 80 kilonewtons. But if you look at it, the energy in is 20 kilowatts versus 12 kilowatts. So it is now actually more economical to use the medium thrusters as much as possible. Now, what this means is that you're going to have a much larger footprint because it is a 1x1x2, so it's 1 high, 1 wide, 2 long. Or if you use theirs, it's 1 wide, 2 high, 1 deep. So just remember, it's basically when you're looking at the thruster, it's a 1x1 grid. It will take the grid that you're looking at, the block you're looking at, as well as the block behind it. So yeah. So some of the other things that they've changed, the hover engines have been modified a little bit. Now for efficiency, the hover engine 2x2 is actually more effective than the hover engine 1x1. However, you get 4 times the force from it. But because it is a 2x2 grid, you're probably going to have that more in the center of your build, where the 1x1s you're more likely to have elsewhere on the build, usually further to the outside. Which means that if you are using these in conjunction, the odds are this is going to be your centerpiece, and then these will be out on the periphery to keep your build a little bit more stable. All right. What are some of the other things that we've had change? Going through the list really quickly. The homing missiles are actually available for all vehicles, so your rocket turrets as well. Well, yes, for the vehicle mounted turrets or the vehicle mounted weapons as well as player weapons. So when you are in, say, the SV, which has the rocket launcher, we can find that really quickly. Yep, rocket launcher. You now have a rocket launcher homing as well. I haven't used this thing yet, and I'm kind of scared to. Mainly because of the fact I have a feeling that if I start using it, I'm going to like it too much to not ever use it again. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I will probably use it here in the near future. Now, the other thing that has been added specifically for the SVs are the thrusters. These are jet thrusters. And they have the small, medium, and large. And what basically changes is the length of them. So this is a 3x3 grid with seven blocks long. This is 3x3 on the face with 10 blocks in length. And this is 3x3 on the face with 13 blocks in length. These are on the small block system. So this thing is what? We're 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the large thruster is actually 2 blocks longer than this thing is wide. So that is going to be a massive thruster. But it gives you more options because of the fact that when you look at it, let's go back in here really quick. Go look at these thrusters really fast. So your small thruster, which is has been to this date, the standard thruster. That's the one that most people use a lot of the time. You're looking at 80 kilonewtons of force for 45 kilowatts of power. Your small jet thrusters, 160 kilowatts for 320. So you're looking at a less than 4 times the energy for 4 times the thrust on these things. So where you were using these before for pretty much everything, I'm thinking you're probably going to be using these a bit more. Now, I'm not sure if these are atmospheric only. They do not say that they are atmospheric only, while they are implied to be atmospheric thrusters. The fact that you can get rid of 4 of your small thrusters for 1 of these things, yeah, we're probably going to be using them. Unfortunately, I don't think they have these for the hover vehicle. So I would really like them to be hover vehicle as well, because I would like to do a land speeder build, like a Star Wars style land speeder, where you had the jet turbines on the back. And I think that would be pretty nice to have, because it would allow me to get rid of most of my maneuvering thrusters. But it is what it is. We will make do. Oh, but if we look at the medium thruster, we're looking at 80 kilowatt for 160 newtons, right? Yeah, kilonewtons. which is obviously, you know, a little bit better than 2 to 1 on the small thruster. The medium jet thruster looks like it is a little bit more than twice the power in for more than twice the power out. So it looks like the jet thrusters are just really, I don't know, they might need to be rebalanced a little bit, because I'm not seeing a disadvantage to them if you can take these into space. If these are not atmospheric, like planet side play field locked, yeah, there's no reason to use the old thrusters anymore unless these things are just ridiculously expensive. Actually, let's see, do we have enough points to buy? We do. Okay, so let's take a look and see what these things cost, because I know I know that they are available. It's just, let's see, advanced CPU is where you're going to get it. Okay. Nice. So it is main thruster for main propulsion, which tells me that you are probably 250 to 900. So it's significantly heavier. That's where you're making up the difference. And then obviously in the materials to manufacture. So, but overall, looking at the difference between these things for power, for energy in, energy out, and the difference in hit points, yeah, I'm thinking my next build is going to be with the thrusters. Alright, so with that being said, let me see, everything's done over here, right? Okay. So what I wanted to do now is I actually want to do another HV. So we've got this thing, which is our nice multi-purpose, gets us around from point A to point B, but it really is a transport concept, right? It's meant to get things around, haul stuff, go out, do things, come back, and then unload or offload your materials. There we go. So let's go ahead and we're gonna maneuver, see if we can maneuver this thing. I don't know, are you going to be able to fit? Because I've redone this, so... Oh yeah, that looks like that'll fit. It's going to be close, but it should work. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, and then that's just when you get out of the console or out of the controls with the multi-tool, you'll get that little, you know, basically it looks like you're firing the beam, but you're not actually using any power. So, okay. So we now have this. Now what I'm doing with this, so we're going to go ahead and place this here. Awesome. And I am going to put the cockpit there. And then what we're going to do is, this is basically going to be just to get a mining position out. What you're going to do is, the idea is this is going to be taken out someplace, dropped off, and left somewhere so that you can mine your resources. Actually, let's do it. We will do that. And that's fine. Okay. So we're going to do that. We are going to have these. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And... oh, that's right. I didn't want... Okay, let's try that again, shall we? We will just go ahead and get rid of this. We'll go throw the parts back in and have it make another one for us. Any more parts in there? No, okay. And where are we? We want that. So the nice thing about the advanced constructor is that it is fast. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Okay. So with that, we've got that. We're going to put you there, put you there. Okay. So we're going to add you guys down here, but what we're going to do is let's take those off of our hotbar because we don't really need weapons right here. But what we do need is we want our O2 so that when you're flying around in this thing, you know, you're not burning your suit oxygen. Alright. And then we have an ammo box which we're going to place there. We're going to put our RCS in there. And let's see, we'll put our fridge in. Right there. Okay, so almost forgot. Need to place that really quick. Been having yeah, I need to put the O2 tanks in as well. Okay, so this gives us a very compact little device. There will be things over the fuel tanks here to protect them. What we're going to do is basically this is the command module, which we're going to armor up very heavily. For obvious reasons, I would hope, at least what I hope are obvious reasons. What we're going to do is this thing is basically allows you to go out, place a vehicle out somewhere, and leave it there. We're going to have a docking pad on it. So what you'll be able to do is we'll have basically like a troop transport design that we're going to build a little bit later, which will be a much larger HV. I'm going to build basically a mobile base, which will have little nodes on it for these things to dock to. And what you basically do is you go out, you place one of these things down someplace, and you put in an auto miner. And what this will do is it'll leave the auto miner to be fully defended. Now the idea is that this is going to be more of a PvP style item, not necessarily PvE, but you'll be able to use it even if you're not using auto miners, because what we're going to do is we're going to have it be big enough that a player can basically drill down, say we'll have a little ramp or platform area here that'll be covered, and you'll be able to drill down into the ground, and when you are ready to come out, there will be a way for you to get out. And it'll basically sit on top of your mining area, which will keep creatures from walking in, and at the same time you'll have a turret on it to defend against any drones or patrols. So if you're out and about mining in hostile areas, you will hopefully be able to defend yourself. Alright, so we are going to grab, these are the thrusters. We are not ready for thrusters yet. But what we are going to do, actually we are ready for one. Let's go ahead and grab that. We will there you go. There will be one of those there. And then we're going to do the same here and here. Yeah, everybody's been giving me crap because I've been using symmetry planes when I'm building now, and everybody's like, what? How? You swear that you never use those things. Oh, okay. And since this is an HV, we're not going to worry too much about the rest of it. Okay. And then we'll have this, you know, let's do it this way. Do I have my, oh, that's why I have my jetpack on. What we'll do is we will place you there. Okay, so we have this. Let's go. I want to do this. Oh, oh. Let's go you there. Oh, I keep, yeah. See, I keep overthinking what I'm doing here, and that's. So we're going to do that. And we are going to go with... Oh... I don't know, I think we'll do a... do you want to go that way? Let's add a little bit of beef to the front of this thing. We're going to go with like a so. All right. So now we can go here, we can go there, and then we flip this thing. This is why I've been using symmetry mode more. Just trying to basically keep some of this stuff a little bit more even when I'm doing it, so I don't have to keep placing things all the time, but it's okay. Oh, and for this one we want... You know what, let's go ahead and do this then. Do that, bring this back. Alright, so we've got same on both sides. Okay. Alright. And like I said, this is really more about just trying to get something that works for a specific purpose. Did I do that all the way? I did that all the way around, right? Yeah, okay. This is why I've been using symmetry plane, the symmetry planes more. Okay, so let's go ahead and go there, like a so. Let's grab this. You going that way? No, you go. Trying to remember which block do I need. I could have sworn it was that one. Let's try. Nope, it's not that one. Okay, let's make some lights really quick because it's getting really dark out here. Let's go. We want. Let's just make those really quick. I'll hang out in here so that you can actually see what's going on. I need to grab a little bit of food anyway, so... Oh, you know what? Before I forget. I need to grab this stuff out. Did it all rot already? It already rotted. Son of a... See, I made... oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Whew. Close. Trying to make more food while we're waiting. I keep forgetting that the output drops over here now. That's so... Okay. There we go. And now what we can do is we can get a little bit more light out here. So you are in the middle. We're going to put you right there. How many blocks is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. You are the middle of everything. Okay. So we're going to go right here, right? Yeah. Okay. That makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on around this place. Of course, I should 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We actually want you there. We are going to take a U out. Whoops. Okay. So now we can at least partially see what we're doing around this place. So we have our command module mostly done at this point. I need to figure out where is... So it should be the... Yeah, see, it should be this one. You know what? Yeah, we'll do it like this. This is fine. So, just adds a little bit more armor to the sides there, right? And there. Okay. So that gives us our basic ship. We'll actually be able to fly around with that. Want to have... Actually, I'm probably going to have to take that out. Because it's going to be... This is going to come back here. 3. That's 4 total. 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. All right, and we go from that. Oops. You know what? Let's just do it this way because we're going to have to do it anyway. So. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go there. And we want number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go there, right? All right. Actually need to take... Whoops. Took one too many out. Okay. So we do this. We go back to the corner slope. We do it like that. Alright, so we want hover engine. Give me number 3. We want you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now you want those basically to be at least 5 blocks apart from each other. I think I've said that before. Mainly because of the fact that the way that balance works in this game, it gets a little wonky if you're not careful. So we're going to take you out, since we don't have to worry about thrusters doing structural damage to each other or to other blocks around it. That allows us to do that. To help cover that up a little bit, we're going to go you. Like a so. And then again, it's just really to help cover this up a little, you know, just to keep it a little bit more safe. There you go. I could probably even go in, take those blocks out there, and just replace that with a normal straight block. Oops. That's going to be 7. Let's see here. So we are going... Sure, we'll do that. Why not? Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be effective, right? Okay. that. There you go. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so let's go ahead. I have the power on me yet. Okay, yes, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn off our symmetry plane so that we can actually see what we're doing. Go ahead and grab number 4. We want our fuel tank. We want our other fuel tank, and I will go through and relabel these. But for now, I just want to make sure this thing is able to float. It is able to float. It looks like it's doing so nicely. Nice and level there. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. We want that out of the way there. Alright, so for this one we are just going to go ahead and block those in. Okay. And then, like I said, we do want this to have a bit of a because if we do that, do it over here as well. Alright, and then now we can bring, oh, where is it? Trying to remember, is it this one that I want? The one that I want. So yes, that's what we want. That one there. We want that one there. And yeah, I know I could have turned the symmetry plane back on. Oops. Yeah, back up her. Aha. Yes, and I know I could be using the mini drone as well. But that's okay. We're not that worried about it. I know, it's frustrating to watch me do this stuff sometimes. Oh. And we want 2, 3. Okay. And I need to make a few more. So as you can see, it's based loosely on the original design, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to end up with a raised portion here, which we can put more storage under or whatever you may want, including boosters, increase the number of thrusters for the hover engines so that you can get better lift or a more stable platform. And in the middle, well, what we're going to do is we will build this up and then we'll have turrets on the back of this thing, or at least one good sized turret on the back of this thing. And that will allow us to have some protection when we're out and about mining. So now you could go ahead and just use this thing, because it does have this area, which is what I originally had thought about, was taking this out and using this as a way to basically be out and about and mining. But it's got a little bit more on it than I really want. And this thing has actually grown bigger than I was originally planning. So I may scrap this and go back to another design, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. Because like I said, I really want something just, it'll be a little bit more compact. And I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go ahead and scrap the back portion of this. Yeah, I'm going to scrap the back portion of this. And what we'll do is we will rework it a little bit. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and take off. I need to make a bunch more parts, break this whole thing down, and basically rebuild it from the ground up. So if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below the video. If you are enjoying the content, I do ask that you subscribe, as the likes, the comments, and even subscriptions do help the channel to grow, which is a good thing. But it also lets me know that you're enjoying the content. So on that note, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and we will see you back here next time for more Empyrion. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Quick, move the foods. Move the foods. So it does not spoil.